3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first game of the Silph All-Star Invitational. Just going to introduce a little bit the panel members. First and foremost, as most of you know, there's Kieng. Kieng, maybe you can take a second to introduce yourself.
So my name's Kieng. I'm a battler, also a content creator, stream on Twitch. Really looking forward to shoutcasting these amazing battles. There's absolutely some incredible battlers here, and I'm really loving the format. So looking forward to seeing it all unfold.
All right. So next up is Wallaver. You might know him from his advanced PvP lessons and his Twitch, where he's put a screenshot of him being on the leaderboard every season. Maybe you can give a little bit of intro about yourself, Wallaver.
Yeah, I'm Wallaver. I mostly make PvP videos with a focus on education, I guess. So I'm very excited to be here and analyze some games. But as we know, it's the All-Star game. So while I'm sure there'll be some very exciting games, I think the most important part is that these battlers are providing a really fun format of content for us to cover.
All right, and we also have Spleen Lejeune. If people can say his name right, I'll give you a quid. So he's one of our faculty, and he can just give a short introduction about himself.
Yeah. So hi everyone. I'm really glad to be part of this. We have such great guests with us today. So I'm a teacher at my PvP Academia. So for the ones that have been follow us on YouTube, you have seen me several times trying to analyze, especially for example, the next moveset for the community day Pokemons, next events, and so on. So I'm really looking forward to these battles with amazing battlers, and I'm sure we are going to learn a lot PvP speaking.
All right. Well, that's all there is to it with the analyst panel. So we're just going to get down a little bit into the players, the people who are playing. Today are the Squirtle Squad versus the Dancing Pineapples. So Squirtle Squad is led by the current champion of Silph, Speedy. It also has members from pretty much well-known members like for the battles, and there's PvP Steve, Bernabas, and also a few others, but unfortunately I'm not able to see the screen. All right. So what I would like to explain the format a little bit more. Here is a team format. So you have 7 team members. 4 of them will be playing in the field. Field is called the Floating City. It is a restricted format, basically like a Silph format, and the rest are going to pick up each one of the leagues in GBL. So, for example, you have for the battles with the Ultra League, and you have UC Furrow for the Ultra League and Rochababyface for the Master League. Rocha is also pretty famous in the Spanish community. He's also a YouTuber and a Twitch content creator. Menron, who is also playing in the field, is the Asian regional champion, and we have Steve 7 and Barnabas. So, Sergio, can you take a moment to go through the dancing pineapples?
Dancing pineapples, and as you can see from their emote, you already know who is the captain of this team. Toe Tactical. How to present him quickly is the first Silph legend. He finished at the 5th spot last season in Silph. He's not that much playing Silph anymore. But coming from the Netherlands, is showing quite everyday streaming on Twitch. Is GBL, multiple time rank 10. So really someone to follow because it's an amazing battler. For the Ultra League, the Dancing Pineapples, they have OK Aha. So a battler coming from Ace Trainer Season 2 in Silph, coming from the US and representing girls that PvP in this team. For the Master League, it's Barthegamer. So Barth is from Israel. He was an elite in Silph Season 2, and surprisingly or amazingly, he's already an ace this season. So congrats to him. Then for the field specialist, we have Mr. Juan Dersen coming from Chile. That was an ace in Season 2 on Silph. And that is part of Rigurosos Gaming. That is a very important PvP team with the like of Ventuski as well. That is present in another team. Then we move up to Escom Braura. So Escom Braura is coming from Peru, and he was elite in Silph Season 2. If we move to Fish on an Eater, coming from Australia, and I'm looking forward to this matchup between the two Australian guys that we will have in a field. So Fish was ace during Season 2, and is as well a YouTube creator. So if you want to shout out, if you want to look out for him. And last but not least, we move to Nobfun. So Nobfun is coming from Spain. He was elite and in the top 100 for Silph Season 2, and he's already an ace as well. So congrats to him.
All right, thanks a lot, Sergio. And also, Nopfam, I see that you're on the chat. I just want to say that if I ever had a photo taken for PvP, that's exactly the pose I would do too. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. Now, just a little bit of discussion with the analyst. Quick, who do you guys think is going to pull off the win? In the sense that overall, who's your money on, the Dancing Pineapples or the Squirtle Squad?
Oh, it's tough to tell. They both have such amazing players, honestly. Even spearheaded by two of the best in the world, right? You've got Tho on one team and you've got Speediest on the other team. I think we're gonna have to see how it all shakes out. It's a new format for everyone too, right? So
yeah,
a lot of variables for sure.
All right. Okay, just want to point out to everybody that I think Fish is the captain, not Tho. Next, we can look at the game number 1, which is going to be a field game. It's a 6-pick-3 format, show 6-pick-3. So these are the teams for Speediest Chief and Mr. Quanderson. Any initial thoughts on this, King?
Yeah, no, I think when looking at this team, like Vigoroff looks pretty strong on Speediest teams. Just have to be careful of the drift blem. So you're gonna have to look for some pairing with Unova. Stunfisk looks pretty decent, or even Wigglytuff. But so this should be pretty interesting. There's a lot of overlapping picks between these two teams, so we'll see how these two. I played these two previously in many different formats, so it should be really interesting on the type of mind games that they're looking to play.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I really agree with you. And another thing that I would like to point out is Wanderson is also doing this double counter strategy. I have played against a double counter strategy, and if you make a mistake, it's really bad for you. So hopefully we are going to see some double counters, or maybe some Vigoroth with Stunfisk and Wigglytuffs in the others. That said, we can get straight into game 1. Right.
Okay, all right, we're getting started. Ooh,
Oh.
I would say Wigglytuff's pretty strong. You just have to avoid the steel
The
type.
steel type,
And
yeah.
you're gonna safe swap into Vigoroth, which makes sense, and
All
then you're gonna safe swap into Pelipper. Interesting. Pelipper's pretty squishy, and those body slams, body slam and weather ball are clones of each other.
Exactly. And both of them get to it at almost at similar times. But Vigoroth has this energy lead, so we'll see how this plays out. Possibly Speedy wants to play out the Zero Shield matchup here and try to win switch.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to really induce Mr. Wonderson not to shield.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see shields come up. Speedy's obviously gonna look to try to win switch here because obviously Wigglytuff really can't do much to Ferrothorn. Did actually get the extra counter through, which is quite nice for maintaining that energy advantage. Oh, he's actually gonna play the Zero Shield now.
Ooh,
Wow,
man.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
What? Oh wow. Okay. I guess he doesn't have a clear answer to Ferrothorn. Wow, that's actually kind of bad for him. Okay, let's see how he's gonna play it out. Obviously, oh my god, okay, he could play yeah, that is not looking great for him.
Wanderson is in full control. Unfortunately, he gets to the weather ball because Pelipper spams quite a bit. Now Wanderson has the matchup he wants, which is going to be his Ferrothorn against a Charmer.
Yeah, and he doesn't have really any way of absorbing this damage elsewhere, potentially catching a move.
Yeah.
I think this is this game's pretty much over at this point in time.
Yeah.
But let's see. I like just going straight for the power whip, not revealing the thunder, making them guess on what the potential second move is, which I think is really important in these type of formats where it's a best of 3. You definitely want to show as minimal moves as possible to try to hide that information. Now they don't know if it's going to be Flash Cannon or it's going to be Thunder. Keep Speediest guessing at this point in time.
And there comes the Thunder. Any idea?
Oh, he's gonna show the Thunder. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna shield regardless, but
I guess Wanderson should immediately swap to Vigoroth rather than letting
exactly. But Speediest has quite a bit of energy, so there's definitely some mind games here. You do have to be careful of the Hurricane. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure throwing the Thunder was
This is going to be pretty close. Oh,
actually, he might actually end up winning.
Yeah, I think so.
The Hurricane actually is going to be able to connect.
I think Hurricane will come up in
wow, Speediest. Oh, always shocking me.
Yeah.
Wow, really? How did this is basically
that off?
It was well, let's see if he's going to be able to pull it off, but this Hurricane actually does quite a bit, and Pelipper just barely wins CMP versus
oh man,
is this going to KO? I don't know.
I think. Oh my god.
Oh no, it does not KO.
Oh
It does
my
not
god.
KO. It does not
1
KO.
HP and a dream.
Yeah,
oh my god.
That's kind of crazy. I thought it was going to be pretty close to be KOing. It does about like 40% to like really bulky Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then Vigoroth, so she do around like 65%. Actually, double Weather Ball. But the thing is, like, they CMP tied. Double Weather Ball would actually does about like 9% more damage than one Hurricane. But
yeah,
the Hurricane was definitely the right play.
Yeah, because if he had gone Weather Ball, that would have been the CMP tie for the second one, and
yeah, exactly. They wouldn't have been able to survive. But if he threw the Weather Ball beforehand and then didn't let the counter through, then he would have CMP tied on it. But that's kind of a tough play. So really.
But yeah, coming back from a lead like that and bringing it this close shows how much of an amazing battler Speedy is.
Yeah, exactly. And making the right call and putting it all on Pelipper seems to be a really strong strat, just because Mr. Winston doesn't really have a strong Pelipper counter, or at least direct answer when shields are up. So I really like that strategy from Speediest, from potentially coming from behind. We'll see. That was a really strong lead and really strong, able to recover. So.
Let's see how the players modify their teams to game 2.
All right, perfect. Ooh. Gonna lead. Okay.
So, oh man, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, generally favorable for. Oh, it's a single move to Articuno as well. It doesn't really matter.
And the wing attack Charizard.
The wing attack. Wow, really? Okay. And actually gonna throw when they're not even at. He's not even at the blast burn yet. Yeah. Let's see if Mr. Wonderson has been counting. No. Okay, I guess it's a little bit deceiving. because you really don't know when they're supposed to get to it. They actually get
Exactly.
to with wing attack. They actually get to it, even though wing attack generates energy faster. They actually get to it half a second later than they would normally with fire spin, just because of the energy generation.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Oh, that is a nice catch. But Pelipper is squishy.
Honestly, this blast burn is still gonna hurt.
Yeah,
Right? It's a very nice catch for
But-
sure.
oh.
Pelipper, it's very squishy. So let's see.
Okay, mirror
Oh.
Pelipper. Okay.
Oh, very
So
interesting.
I guess they have to now run to the hurricane and see what they can do.
Yeah. Let's see if they're gonna. Okay, gonna no shield here. But this Pelipper, Mr. Wonderson's Pelipper is almost in weather ball range. It's basically in weather ball range right now, which is why I think Mr. Wonderson recognizes it.
He overfarmed. Speedy got a little bit greedy, but I guess he knows that he's going to win CMP against Articuno.
Yeah.
If Articuno comes in.
Yeah, he's gonna overfarm here. He's gonna
Yeah.
look to double, right? Because he knows or almost double at the point in time.
Yeah, I think you can save up to like almost 2 and 2.8 weather balls.
Yeah,
if you overfarm.
exactly.
So now it's going to be interesting. Henderson does not have anything that can really tank.
Ooh, but because he didn't double though,
He overtapped. Speedy
well, I think
overtapped.
he was one off, wasn't he?
No. He had Speedy had the 2 weather balls on him.
Oh, he had 2 weather balls. Okay.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, this has now suddenly become very, very.
Ooh, but then the back, it's pretty interesting to see what's. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's actually real pretty. That's actually works out really well for
Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now that it's debuffed, he can safely bring in his Drifloon. Plus, he has a shield advantage. So yeah, I think this is gonna be. Unless Speedy can pull off a miracle, this is gonna be.
But these hexes are not doing any damage, right? Because of the normal typing. So
yeah,
I might have actually just stayed in and softened up a little bit more, because he's gonna have to shield. Or maybe he doesn't actually have to shield. He could actually no shield this ice beam and then try to farm down with Articuno.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just let the Drifloon go, farm down, and then nuke the Charizard. Oh, okay. Or you can
or you can try to double up.
Yeah, but it's gonna be really close. Oh,
these charms are doing a lot. I'm actually not sure he's gonna be able to survive. Mr. Winston's actually one off, right? The icy one.
And I think Charizard is also pretty close to a Dragon Claw. Oh, it is. It
actually did throw. Did actually end up throwing. Okay, interesting.
So I think now Articuno can pick this up.
Should be able to farm down with the one shield, especially.
Yeah. Oh man, it's still going to be really close though.
I think it'll be.
Oh man, GG's. Oh. Fire Spin Charizard.
Both of those with pretty interesting movesets, really interesting gameplay. Nice catch by Mr. Winston, able to catch the blast burn, which is pretty nice, especially on a 3 versus 2 turn fast move. So really well played on both sides. So really exciting matches there.
Yeah, what's also key to note is how Henderson adapted to the fact that Speedy was trying to use Vigoroth as a safe swap game 1, and he just went and bought like 3 counters to Vigoroth.
Yeah, exactly. And then we actually end up seeing Vigoroth on both sides. So I think they were both accounting for it. So really, really great match. So that's one for Dancing Pineapples, right?
Yeah, game 3, but we're just going to see game 3 too and see if Speedy could pull off a win. Okay. Oh man, look at that. Totally opposite. Both of them lead with Vigoroth. Yeah. And Speedy immediately swaps into Pelipper, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe he's recognizing the fact that he might need his Vigoroth later on.
Yeah. Interesting that he's not deciding to switch out. Gonna go straight for the Hurricane. Let's see. As you saw before, it doesn't KO. It just barely survives, but
the overtap.
The overtap there. He had the energy for it. Let's see how they're gonna play this out.
Yeah, but I guess this is one of the reasons why he swapped out his Vigoroth. The only answer for Ferrothorn he had in his lineup was the Vigoroth, so he didn't want his Vigoroth to be lined up with the
exactly. Especially if he throws another weather ball here, we might potentially see a fast, like a bullet seed down, which would be pretty kind of crazy there. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to pull it off. Let's see.
It will put the Ferrothorn so close, and he will have to shield. Yeah.
He
Man,
definitely able to shield this. The spamminess of Weather Ball is just too much.
Yeah. The good thing is Power Whip still hurts the Vigoroth. So what we need to see is, can he get to 2? All right.
Oh, counter got through though.
Yeah. Sneaks in a counter. That's always bad. Unfortunate for him, but he's going to eat another Power Whip, I guess. Another
second counter got
my
through.
God.
I think you should switch here.
Yeah.
And look to potentially sack the Ferrothorn later. Okay.
Man.
They both swapped. They both recognize what was happening. I think this charm pressure is going to be way too much. 2 shield Wigglytuff when the Ferrothorn's gone is it's a very strong strategy. So
yeah, unfortunate. I think had Hornderson swapped in his Ferrothorn a little bit earlier, he might have had a better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is gonna be too much. Like Wiggly against Charming meta where there's only 1 steal on the opposing team, and then the steal's gone. And then you have squishy Pokemon in the back. This is basically game over.
And you have 2 shields. And you have a shield advantage.
Wow.
So, oh man, that was amazing set of games.
Wow.
To be honest.
People in Florida tell me that Speedius is pretty charming, but he definitely took it to the next level in that final game. Wow.
Speedy charming his way to the win. All right, let's get back to the panel. Hey guys, how did you guys like the game?
That was pretty intense.
Yeah, some pretty close games there for sure. Even some that maybe shouldn't have been that close, but especially game 1 where I think Speedy was countered right off the start and didn't have another answer. That's always pretty tough, and he still managed to bring it back pretty close.
I was really surprised game 1. It was like 1 HP. I think had he run a bad IV Vigoroth, I think that would have been really bad for him. Also, guys in the chat, IVs don't matter till they do.
And I was a bit surprised to not see Articuno before for Mr. Juanderson, because Articuno had like such amazing matchups against the opposing team, except, I mean, even Charizard, if it's a 1 turn difference matchup, so it could have been like an amazing safe swap. And the moment he decided to bring the Articuno, it just got into the Charizard. So that was, let's say, I was a bit surprised to not see the Articuno for first game, but maybe Mr. Juanderson was as well thinking that Speedy was waiting for the Articuno safe swap.
Yeah, I also really liked Articuno on Mr. Juanderson's team, and especially because it was not a Fire Spin Charizard.
Yeah.
So it's even better for Articuno.
I think that's what made a big difference, is the Charizard not having the Fire Spin to do super effective damage.
And I think that's probably the reason we saw Ferrothorn come back for game 3. I think the Charizard is a bit of a deterrent, but once the Ferrothorn realized it has wing attack instead, that it can safely come back in. And it did so much work in game 1, so I wasn't surprised to see it again in game 3.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
And Huff, any idea how you might have played it different?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting. Speedius didn't bring Unova Stunfisk. Game 2, it's especially would have helped because we saw 3 flyers. But I think we saw a Pelipper all 3 games, so would have been really great if it was a Thundershock Unova Stunfisk. But
we will never know.
Yeah, we'll never know, and it's interesting. We see 4 of the same Pokemon in all the Squirtles, and Unova Stunfisk is one of them, so I assume there's like quite a bit of strategy around that. That being said, I mean, obviously you never know what Quanderson is going to bring and how to play around it.
Yeah,
I expected to see the Ferrothorn from Mr. Wanderson, not because I thought it was that great against Speedius' team, but I thought it was because he was expecting Speedius to bring that Unova Stunfisk, because it does really look good on paper against that entire team. Having at least very neutral matchups. So that's why, except for Ferrothorn, right? So that's why I was kind of expecting the Ferrothorn, but we never did see that Stunfisk.
All All right, that's it. So Ludicolo guys lead one. I'm just gonna call them Ludicolo guys. Game number 2, Escom Braura versus Meron 32. What stands out to me is the Mandibuzz and a Dragonite and a Togekiss.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering, like, why is there a Dragonite? But it seems a bit off. But I'm sure he's gonna play it very well.
yeah. At the outset, I see that Wigglytuff is going to do pretty okay against Escom Braura's team with basically bringing in bulk. And if it's not a Fire Spin Charizard, then the matchup is going to be still a little bit more closer than it should be. Let's see. Any other thoughts from you guys?
Yeah,
Honestly,
I think
the Mandibuzz looks very strong here as well. It's really just, you just have to keep it away from the Togekiss. But the rest of the matchups they range from incredibly good to kind of
Okay.
like pretty good. But like, yeah, Mandibuzz is an absolute tank. If you can even get it in a neutral matchup in one of these cups, its bulk is just going to outshine everything else. So I think we could really see this Mandibuzz being used as even a closer in this case, once you get rid of that Togekiss.
Yeah.
I think Mandibuzz is better with less shields, because if the Charizard is Fire Spin, it can win the 2 shields, and Ferrothorn also is not can win against Mandibuzz. But I think the less shield in play, the better for Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
If it's not Togekiss, of course.
yeah, this
Go. Any final thoughts, Enhuff?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I was looking at the pineapples, and similarly to the Squirtles, there's some similarities. They all have Drifblim and Ferrothorn on their team, and this is the only team from the Squirtles that I see that has like a clear breaker to that core in Mandibuzz, which is very strong against both of them. And then this is obviously the very interesting Dragonite, obviously kind of filling that role that Altaria would fill if it wasn't banned. Obviously weaker, but it'll be interesting if it comes out.
Also, I think that if Escom Braura does not bring a Drifblim, Vigoroth as a safe swap is going to do pretty well against his team. Of course, it's going to take quite a bit of damage from Dragonite and Togekiss, but I think it's still going to be sort of a neutral matchup rather than, oh my god, I just lost this game.
Oh, one thing that's really interesting is that I think Escom Braura is the only player who's not running counter.
Yeah.
And he's even running 4 flyers, so he really went all in.
Yeah.
Anti-Vigoroth policy right there. All right.
I think Charizard as well has some nice play in his team against the opposing team.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how it works out.
If it's a Fire Spin Charizard, obviously.
All right, let's see how it works out, guys. Let's go straight into game number 2.
Escom Braura, he's definitely if you followed any of his battles, obviously was a season 1 South American champion, right? And he won one of the battle towers in he won the battle tower in Peru. And a similar idea. There was I think he brought no counter users to that one and used Vileplume. And swept the tournament. So,
oh my god!
So he's definitely a pretty spicy player. Definitely knows a lot of his matchups, but honestly, Vigoroth is pretty strong against this entire team except for against Drifblim. We'll see what kind of mind games he's going to look to play. But Marone is also super strong in bringing the Mandibuzz. Again, as Waller pointed out, in these restricted metas, like oftentimes you'll see like a dramatic decrease in bulk because a lot of times, obviously a lot of the bulky Pokemon get banned. So Mandibuzz having really strong matchups across the board except for against Togekiss. So
I'm looking at like a Vigoroth safe swap to bait out the Drifblim and then deal with the Drifblim with the Mandibuzz, and let's see. That's what I might think that Meron might want to do, but let's see how.
Let's see how these two decide to play it out.
Game 1. Okay. Ouch.
That is not good for us. Let's see how he's gonna play. He's gonna
so it's a mud shot. It's still
okay. So interesting going into Mandibuzz into a Ferrothorn. Let's see if Maroon decides to shield or not.
Mm-hmm.
Decides to no. Oh, he decides to
Oh,
shield. Ooh,
that is nice.
great shield call.
But
Rocking snarl and is that foul play?
Foul play and aerial ace.
Mm.
He's going foul play because I think foul play is more energy efficient.
Well,
right
we all know how terrible aerial ace is. So,
Yeah.
But Mandibuzz is very spammy here. Bullet Seed and Snarl are clones of each other.
Yeah.
But obviously the Thunder is significantly more energy than foul play.
Yeah,
and man, Mandibuzz tanks it like no tomorrow and hitting for neutral. The good thing is like it's going to take two foul plays to KO here. Like
and I think he has two foul plays. Yes.
Yeah, there's no way he can snarl down.
No.
You get the extra bullet seed through, so let's see how they're going to decide to play this.
I think they're just going to let it go because now, I don't think there was another play, so he has to come in with Charizard because Charizard really cannot play against Ufish.
Yeah.
So he has to use Charizard for something, I guess.
And we're going to see whether or not he has Thundershock or Mud Shot on his Stunfisk, because that Stunfisk looks like it's going to become pretty clutch because they... oh man,
overfarmed.
I think he's looking potentially to come out with a Blast Burn and grab the last shield. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. He's building to 90 energy right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Potentially could have tried to farm down there, but he's basically looking to throw a Blast Burn and then take the last shield and hope to win with his shield up, and hopefully sweep, which is not.
I think it is still possible. Like, for example, if the Drifloon gets the Icy Wind bait and then can land a Shadow Ball, it's still possible.
Stunfisk is pretty tanky here, so he definitely can take the Blast Burn, but it would do a lot of damage.
Shield.
Yeah, that makes sense here.
This is going to be
they're both Mud Shot here. Oh, interesting. That makes sense because the two discharges will definitely KO the Drifloon. So want to come in as soon as possible to land the Icy Wind.
Yeah, Icy Wind, debuff it, and then see what it can do at the back with his own...
Energy management is going to be pretty crucial here for a few reasons. One, to potentially stall the clock to execute a sack with Charizard. So it looks like they're going to basically build up to... Drifloon does win CMP versus Stunfisk, so could have did a few more Thundershocks there. But these debuffed... Mud Bombs are going to be pretty costly. So,
yeah, I think the win con is to sack swap the Charizard into one of the Mud Bombs. What's interesting is that I think Menron is over farming just to make sure that he doesn't get sack swapped. He is ahead. I think 2 Mud Bombs should be enough to.
Yeah, I think. That's.
He's still going to over. Oh man! That's a nice
catch. Nice catch. But the thing is that they can definitely still farm quite a bit, right? This Charizard just dumped all its energy, and as well it's pretty squishy. So I imagine like there's a.
It could come down to CMP though, because both of them had their moves.
Yeah, but the.
Oh no, they don't. All right.
Opposing Stunfisk.
GG's.
Maroon's Stunfisk would definitely survive the Mud Bomb there. So really well played there. Unfortunately, Charizard just way too squishy and just get Mud Shot down. Tells you a lot about Charizard's bulk.
Yeah, exactly. Charizard is not let's say, you will see it quite a bit in the Ultra League, but in the Great League, Charizard is not the best mon in terms of bulk. You need shields for it.
Yeah, really well played on both sides. Iskenberg, trying to put his last Pokemon with a shield advantage, hoping to win the game. Unfortunately, last Pokemon was a flyer, but unfortunately it was Drifblim. So and then Maroon understanding that he couldn't stay. He needed to go and Icy Wind as soon as possible. Him
getting off the Icy Wind was the reason that he won the game.
Well, we'll see. Escobar really showed that he didn't like to bait in that first game. So we're going to see how that potential mind game is going to play into game number 2, because definitely could have won that matchup with Mandibuzz with baiting. But Maroon was able to call the first Thunder. So. Yeah.
All right, game 2. Oh man! Oh no!
Ooh, okay, all right. Escobar just doubling down.
Yeah.
And Maroon coming with.
Okay, Mandibuzz.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no, not again.
Really? Why wouldn't he go into Stunfisk there?
Yeah, to be honest, I think he realizes there could be a flyer at the back or anything else at the
Yes,
back.
yeah. But he has Thunder on Fairthorn, right? In the
Yeah.
Fairthorn can probably beat the. It can definitely beat. Can it beat Drifloon? It'd probably be a very close match with Drifloon. Oh, it didn't go straight Thunder here.
Yeah, but the thing is that if he needs to commit a shield to win this matchup, I think. And if he does that, it's still going to be pretty close to the fact that maybe the opposing Ferrothorn can come in and pull it down.
He really needs to win a switch here because he has a Stunfisk versus a potential Fairthorn in the back, right? Like this is not good news at all, right? He needs to try to win this matchup almost at all costs, right?
I think not baiting is not the way to go here because the Mandibus will get to 2 foul plays before the Ferrothorn gets to its 3rd Thunder. So it's still going to be, I think, really, really close in the sense that, yeah, he has to commit 2 shields now if he has to win switch.
This is pretty tough. Even after winning the lead, just the Fairthorn coverage, he's gonna let it go.
Oh man, Mandibus is OP.
Yeah, it's just really bulky. I think the Mandibus wouldn't have been able to beat the Stunfisk though if he would have came in that way.
Yeah.
And then he would end up in I think it was just a slight misplay. But can come out with a decent amount of energy here. But man, I think this is a pretty rough situation for Escambrera after winning the lead.
Yeah, and energy advantage is really not going to matter once it gets locked into the Ferrothorn. Of course, Mud Bombs is going to be okay, but still, I think that this is a very big uphill battle for Escambrera. Let's see how he pulls this off.
He looks like he's going to immediately switch.
Oh man!
But man, it's just way too spammy.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to get the
Blastburn, but he can no shield. To be honest, Blastburn doesn't do so much damage to a Stunfisk because it is very, very bulky. But Discharge, on the other hand.
Oh yeah, that was not too much you can do there.
Oh man,
he's gonna get mud shotted down.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is.
Oh no! Okay, he's trying to force a shield. I understand. He wants to maintain some HP so that he can force the last shield on.
This game's over. This game's like a grass type. This is like probably the best moveset that the Unova Stunfisk can have against Fairthorn. But man, these power-ups are gonna hurt.
Definitely. Oh man. Oh, and he cannot afford to commit a shield either. So.
Yeah. This is bad.
GG's. I think this is. I think Ferrothorn also has a little bit of energy. I think it has a bullet seed worth of energy.
Yeah. Very nice strategy coming with that safe switch. Mandibus was too strong.
Yeah, and I think Escambrera not recognizing the fact that Mandibus is being used as a safe swap. He could have bought in the Togekiss to counter. But unfortunately, it did not work out.
It's hard to bring the Togekiss, so it's pretty squishy and as well they have a Stunfisk and Ferrothorn, so it's been pretty tough. Really well played, really strong game plan. I do think a slight misplay on Escambrera's side by not bringing Stunfisk into Mandibus and maintaining that swap.
Yeah.
Between the two, right? Says end up costing him the match.
Yeah. All right, so we have scores updated. So it's 1-1.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, so they did not play game 3 because in the end the format is who wins the most number of games and not who wins the most number of. How do I say this? The winning format is
whoever wins the most best of 3 is not the number.
Exactly. Fair enough. Thanks a lot.
So people from the panel, what were your thoughts about this game?
Well, the Mandibus was a big deal as we kind of expected. But one thing I did want to highlight was just a play that our shoutcasters brought up from Miron when he was they mentioned over farming in game 1 with the Stunfisk. I don't think he was too worried about the catch. What I think he was doing was trying to make their Stunfisk throw as much damage while it was debuffed and switch locked as possible. And I thought that was an extremely high level play coming out from him. I'm not sure if it actually won him the game, but I thought it was really high. And at the same time, I also noticed that he was religiously practicing that fast move denial in the Mandibuzz versus Ferrothorn matchup. Like really pressing those buttons. And that, like, it's already a good matchup, but it just cemented it into a very solid matchup for him.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I was like, oh my god, this guy is a god.
Yeah, it was like really good fast. It doesn't work every time because it doesn't work all the time, but oh boy, he was giving it the best shot, that's for sure.
If people in the chat want to know what fast move denial is and how to do it, please check out Wallaver's channel.
And I really think that Meron was in control basically the entire game. So that was a very impressive performance here. And enough. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with the whole like game one in the charging up, not throwing with that the Stunfisk at the end. The Charizard had kind of two functions. It could eat a charge move, or it could it could clear the debuffs. And obviously, the less charge moves you throw, the longer that switch timer's on, the longer the Stunfisk stays debuff. Game two was just, I mean, obviously a showcase of just how strong Mandibuzz is. Everyone calls it the flying Umbreon, and it just dominates those kind of neutral matchups, like with Ferrothorn. It's neutral damage on everything. You have to take those thunders, but you're resisting the bullet seeds, and it just, lumbering, taking down that Ferrothorn, and that was really game.
Yeah. And you, Kevin, I know you will highlight Mandibuzz as the MVP of these battles, but what really stand out of those two games?
So I think when he safe swapped Mandibuzz, I think the key to a counter swap into either Stunfisk or Ferrothorn, because both can beat Mandibuzz, but the Mandibuzz, once it gets a snarl or a few snarls in, it's unbeatable in a neutral matchup against Ferrothorn, and you really have to double down and go to a stronger counter, which is Stunfisk, especially with shields. I was a bit surprised to see both Stunfisk running Mudshots, but I think that both players knew that a lot of people would bring Stunfisk and maybe opted to go for a Mudshot instead, which I think is good for Charizard, because I thought Charizard would win the one shield against the Mudshot Stunfisk, but it's probably IV dependent. But I really enjoyed the Meron side with Mandibuzz safe swap.
That's what you do in GBL, right?
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
Yeah, also interesting there is you clearly didn't see Drifbloom game 2 because of the Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
All right, so next up is the first of the GBL battles, which is going to be Great League. There are two really big names on the screen right now. That one is So Tactical, the other is For the Battles. Any initial thoughts, guys? What do you think? Whose team do you think has the advantage here?
I think For the Battles has a really huge team composition advantage here in Tropheus and Galvantula. I think it's gonna be very important for Toe Tactical to predict those two Pokemon being very strong and then try to run something to adapt. I think it's Kim who's gonna lead the battle, and then Thomas will have to adapt and try to win. But I think Toe Tactical is good enough of a battler to pull that off.
And I think it's important to mention too, it looks like Tho has picked a lot of Pokemon that he's extremely comfortable with. Like, these are Pokemon that he runs a lot of his teams with. There's multiple combinations of those where he's run those teams extensively in Great League. So even if he might have a slight matchup disadvantage, he definitely has the experience advantage with like those specific Pokemon. So it'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah, that's true. I always like the team with the Venusaur more than the team with the Trophius, but that's just me.
It depends if it's an Air Slash or a Razor Leaf Tropius.
Yeah, that impacts quite a bit.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the matchup against the two teams, like Air Slash versus Razor Leaf. If it's Air Slash, Kim's team is kind of weak to Azumarill, since that matchup plays a lot closer. I know Azumarill used to win the 2-shield versus Air Slash, but not anymore. And then really Galvantula and the Mirror are all she has to pair against it. Not that, that's not fine. And then Pelipper, which I think is a tenuous matchup against Azumarill at best. And then if it's a Razor Leaf Tropius, Venusaur looks pretty good. But then regardless, Galvantula just is amazing against those teams. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, everyone's in agreement that Kim kind of has an ace in the hole there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think for that reason we're gonna see the Stunfisk for sure. Then, right? It has to be somewhere. So
that was my thought looking at this team, is that Toes doesn't really have an answer except the G-Fisk for Galvantula, and I really like for the battles team that I think is very balanced, covering most of the mons that are running Toe. So that's going to be a very interesting matchup to follow.
Yeah, it should be a pretty exciting match. These two have battled each other probably like 10,000 times, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure thousands of wins on both their Great League matches are from each other, so they're very familiar with each other's gameplay. Two very prominent streamers as well, and pretty interesting teams that they've designed. And so we're going to see how. There's a lot of moveset considerations. Obviously, the Air Slash versus Razor Leaf, the moveset on Deoxys is really important as well.
And Azu, is it a player of Ice Beam or Hydro Pump? You never know.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think I would be surprised if it wasn't Play Rough Ice Beam, but I think they have to commit to the moveset ahead of time, right?
Yeah, exactly. So let's see how it works out.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh man!
So Tho picking up a really strong lead versus this Galvantula, so we're gonna see the safe swap.
Mirroring into their own Stunfisk. Okay. Oof.
And rocking actually Hydro Pump, but this matchup here is really like in the one shield. Stunfisk can win this, so it's gonna be very important to try to win it. And then landing that EQ goes a really long way. And we're gonna see whether or not this how they're gonna play it out.
Will for the battle shield, because I think if she doesn't shield, this is gonna flip the matchup on its head.
No shield.
That is really okay. Maybe now aggressive farm down with the.
But the Marowak in the back is gonna be pretty strong, so we're gonna see how they're gonna play it out.
I reckon the play is to farm quite a bit with the Galvantula and then debuff the G-Fisk and switch to Marowak.
Yeah, or even bank the move for later, so install the match. Especially since these picks seem to have less restriction, like there's more time that can elapse.
Yeah.
And that allow you to potentially play out a 2-shield matchup. So
oh man.
See, this is like what do you really do here? So like, I think you try to take shield here and going the. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And then he looks like he's rocking Rock Slide.
So this isn't as bad of a matchup, especially because it's what is it called, a Fire Spin Marowak. I think that as long as he doesn't take, he didn't take the bait. He also has a shield advantage. I don't think Galvantula has enough energy to be able to kill the Stunfisk. Yeah,
no, absolutely. So we're gonna see how they're gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting.
See if a bait is gonna come again. I think a shield will almost come up for sure here since he's already at the Rock Slide.
Yeah.
But let's see if the defense is going to... defense dropped, which probably doesn't make a huge difference, but this is kind of an uphill battle for the battles to come back from.
Yeah. And I think right about now, what For the Battles need to do is try to bank as much energy as she can because she's shields down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay. You're not going to throw the rocks. Okay, interesting. I guess that makes sense. Just gonna go for the farm down, then EQ the. Yeah,
Yeah,
then gonna EQ
the Marowak. But it is
Yeah.
going to be debuffed, but I don't think the Marowak has enough HP to survive a debuffed Earthquake.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually gonna make it to an earthquake. Let's see.
1, 2. Well, it is debuff Mudshot now, so it's okay. Rock Slide.
This has yeah, it's very low. It's very low. It's very low.
Yeah.
Even the debuffed rock slide's gonna be enough.
Look at that! Everybody in the panel picked For the Battles, and Toe pulls off one of his Toe tactical movements. He actually wins the game with a shield in at hand.
Yeah, he had a pretty big advantage, right?
Yeah.
Stunfisk into Gavantula, then Azu into Marowak. I do like the strategy that For the Battles tried to deploy, and I think she played it as best she could. But we'll see how it's going to play out in game number 2 and potentially game number 3.
All right. I think she has to adapt to the Stunfisk. Oh, man, this is Toe calling the lead.
Huge
oh, my
lead,
God.
Huge lead. Let's see. Going to go into Azumarill.
All right.
Ooh,
Toe.
But doesn't have an answer to Azu.
Yeah, but he can always, and For the Battles is running Ice Beam and Player Off. This is not as dominant of a matchup as the Hydro Pump one is. So I think Toe probably will right about now want to Brave Bird and swap maybe, or double Sky Attack.
And he needs to switch at some point in time. But I guess
he has Stunfisk at the back.
He has Stunfisk, yeah, for sure.
Okay, CMP was that? I think both tapped at the same time.
It doesn't look like as you actually threw a move. It looks like you tried to commit to getting the extra bubble through. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Which makes sense. You want to try to win this matchup, you got to come out on top because with that bubble getting through is pretty huge, and that was a really nice play by For the Battles because that's really the only way. Going to come into. Ooh. Okay.
Oh man, this is going to be close. Oh,
wasn't able to get to it.
Oh man, that is rough. That is pretty rough.
But honestly, the Skarmory is pretty low, and with very little energy. So we're gonna see how they're gonna play this out.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be now. It's actually gonna be pretty close now that Toe's at a shield disadvantage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this is a Razor Leaf variant, so it is gonna be has a pretty decent matchup against. Stunfisk as well. So, but the shield advantage is going to play pretty huge given what there is in their back line.
Exactly. And I think at this point she can throw, let's say, the Leaf Blade, and I guess Toe doesn't shield. Whatever happens now is going to be really important because I think Toe will have to double bait to win against For the Battle Stunfisk at the back.
She's immediately swapping. Oh, yeah. Okay. Recognize that the immediate swap is going to happen.
Yeah.
That was a really nice play by Tho, but this is honestly a huge uphill battle for Tho. Like Kim, For the Battles played this out really nicely. So recognizing that doesn't make sense to bait on For the Battle side. So let's see if she's going to call this. Nope. Okay.
Oh man, and I think Tho's win condition is to sack swap his Skarmory. But let's see how this works out. Will he call it correctly? Oh, man. Oh, he gets 2 baits.
He needs a sack swap, though.
He needs a sack swap for sure. And I know that For the Battles will be expecting. Oh, she throws during the Mudshot animation in a way.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, man. GG's. And this is going to KO the G-Fisk. Skarmory doesn't have enough HP to get to the Brave Bird.
Yeah, definitely not. And as you say, swap was because honestly, the Venusaur was really strong against all 3 Pokemon there.
Mm-hmm.
But not bringing it was gonna end up cost Though.
Yeah, it's let's say in a way he also lost. He lost.
Did she try to catch the Brave Bird onto Tropius?
I don't know. I think so. Well, I think what happened there was unfortunate for Toe because he had to shield the ice beam and then also bring in a Sableye to farm down a little bit. It could have gone really south if the Azu had like 1 extra HP to throw that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, For the Battle split is amazing. How to recover from a one of the worst leads that you can have as a trophy is Karmory.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, game number 3. So Alolan and Marowak again. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, nice read by For the Battles.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see if Tho can come from behind. This matchup, if you land the return, is gonna be obviously very important. But let's see whether or not For the Battles is gonna shield or not, or whether or not.
Okay,
she does in shielding.
Yeah, she shields the return. I think at this point there's very limited opportunity for the Sableye to win the swap, especially because the Azu is running play rough. Oh, there goes the Azu. Sorry, especially because there goes the Sableye. My bad. So Venusaur against Azumarill. I think he's going to wait till the Azu gets to the Ice Beam and the CMP tie, so that he can farm as much as possible. But
and we're going to see pretty similar situation as last time, except for the roles are reversed. But this time, this Marowak can do damage to the Stunfisk. But I think Tho is looking to carry the stun. Okay, going to switch out. But I imagine you at least throw a move, but potentially put it a little bit lower because you don't need that much to be able to beat the Venusaur in the back with Marowak.
Yeah, but this is a tie, CMP tie, so she has to commit a shield, or the Marowak will be very deep into the red.
Yeah, she's not going to shield.
Oh man! Oh, it actually takes out the. Oh, it does. It does not take out the Marowak. Okay.
Which I think is ultimately the right call, but let's see. Because you can't go shields down into an opposing Stunfisk, right? So.
I think Tho's WinCon is calling this bait. Oh,
No.
This is the problem with going Stunfisk versus Stunfisk is that.
Is she gonna call the bait?
No, she's gonna shield too. Oh
okay,
my god.
They have a lot of respect for each other, right? So.
Oh man. It's a race, but I think For the Battles is one more shot ahead. Oh my god.
Okay, pulled out the sack.
I think she should undercharge. Yeah.
She's gonna undercharge for sure.
Yeah.
But
Venusaur now can get to a Frenzy Plant.
Oh man, was that gonna be the perfect undercharge though?
Oh, either it's a perfect undercharge or oh my god.
Okay.
This is really gonna put the Stunfisk very deep into the red.
But but it doesn't. This is not gonna KO, right? And
yeah, it's going to be a CMP tie in a way. Oh my god.
Or she can sack on the reverse. Oh no. She just ends up winning.
She wins the CMP. Oh my god.
Very well played on both sides.
Yeah, definitely very well played.
Really well played on both sides, and tremendous comeback attempt on Tho's side. But man, For the Battles able to pull it off that undercharge to make sure you come in with EQ. Really brilliant play on both sides. Really fantastic best of 3.
Yeah, so it's an amazing game, especially when it takes a lot of nerve to go into the deciding game and then not click the bubbles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was really tremendously played. There was a lot of really great technical play. The no shield on, I think a lot of players definitely would have shielded the Marowak, but recognizing that you cannot go into that matchup shields down and resisting the temptation is tremendous play.
Both of them did their best to win that game. And also the chat was right with their prediction, and they voted for the Battles to win.
Yeah,
and the analysts as well were right with their prediction, so that makes the perfect transition to us. What were your thoughts? Really, that was 3 amazing games. We saw the adaptation to the opponent lineup. We saw how you can read perfectly the team, for example, in Tho's first game, calling the bait, farming down with the Sableye. So what were your main let's say the things you like the most in those games, how the player adapted and how you read it.
Right.
Yeah, I really liked. You really saw these were two very high skilled battlers, and I don't think I saw Low Tactical throwing a move before for the battles was very close to a move, and then throw his move to get as much as energy as possible, and same for the battles, of course. And coming back from leading a Razor Leaf Tropius into a Skarmory is really impressive.
Yeah, I thought this battle lived up to all the hype. Two amazing battlers right there, and we were served with three absolutely amazing games. I just want to point out, Tho made a really smart choice to lead the Stunfisk at the beginning. I know that he understands that the only answer to Galvantula on that team is his Stunfisk, and generally when that's your only answer, you want to kind of have that as your lead. I would have liked to see for the battles put that Galvantula try it again, but not as a lead, more in a like a closer or a swap position instead. But for the battles played, absolutely insane, saving her shields because she knew that Tho was going to be running that Stunfisk regardless what team it's going to be on at the end, and realizing that Stunfisk versus Stunfisk with the shield advantage is a very easy matchup was really good. And then the undercharge, obviously, I don't know what else to say about that. That was a perfect undercharge at the end. And I think I think she could have potentially gone for the swap play, but I think recognizing that Tho is a huge grinder and probably has the rank 1 Stunfisk, and that her Stunfisk will win CMP was also a pretty important call to make there, because they're both at the Earthquake.
Yeah, I'm not sure if a rank 1 IV Chifisk is the best choice, because there's breakpoints and stuff, but I'm sure both don't have an issue with having good IV Pokemon at this point.
And your thoughts, enough on these amazing battles?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as we've said, Kim really played amazing. Both players played amazing, but game 2 just turning a completely lost lead into a very dominating matchup. Just banking on the fact that Tho wouldn't have an answer to Azu because, I mean, assuming that he was a little scared of Galvantula, not getting it lined up against the Galarian Stunfisk, and then that followed into game 3 that she also didn't bring it. And then game 3, it's kind of like the Alolan Marowak versus Venusaur matchup is very exaggerated in Alolan Marowak's favor, because the Frenzy Plant still hit it very hard. It's not as much of a blowout as you would think. So in that, like, watching it having her shield to return, which is obviously the right play, but then puts you at a shield disadvantage, like, there was a lot of back and forth that made that a lot closer than it had to be. And then obviously at the end, getting the Venusaur swapped in, but then undercharging it, like, perfectly beautiful gameplay from her end. Getting the bait with the Rock Slide on both sides, just perfect high level play, and really the best open Great League matchup you could ask for. Really from this All-Star matchup.
Yeah, definitely. I agree, and I really think that everyone that is trying to improve his PvP skills should rewatch those 3 games, because they were amazing from both sides. Energy management, shield management, and calling the baits, and undercharging. So I think all the panoply of the skills you need to be a great battler, you could find them in those 3 games.
Totally agree.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you beat the non-existent algorithm.
Yeah.
So let's switch. Oh, so Kevin, you wanna add something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I find it's a bit unfortunate that Venusaur couldn't beat the Marowak. That's always the goal, to frenzy plants the Marowak to death.
Yeah, that was fun in I want to say Fusion Cup back in season 2. I got a lot of sludge bombs thrown at my Marowak because people didn't know that Frenzy Plant's just so much better, or they just don't know that Ghost resists poison?
Probably both.
yeah, it makes it too.
So I think the perfect transition right now to showcase the next games in Neutral League this time between OOKAA against Youssef Fulu. So the floor is yours, Abby and Kieng.
All right. Before we get into this matchup, I just want to say, I guess, thank you to Kieng for showing up and being part of this. It's really great to have somebody of your stature to come help us out and put this content out and co-commentate
thank you for the invitation. So always happy to help, and always excited to watch some really great battles. And I really like Ultra League. Ultra League, especially in my opinion, like there should be. It's expensive, but I think there should be more restricted cups in Ultra League, mostly because like when you have restricted metas in Great League, the Pokemon tend to be really frail. So then the matchups, there tends not be enough time to, like in the Open Great League, obviously version we saw, there's potential to sack swap because the Pokemon can last long enough. But in Ultra League, in restricted formats, there's still enough bulk on the Pokemon, even with really glassy Pokemon, to potentially see more sack swaps and take advantage of clock desyncs. So, which I think is a very important strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
So these are two tremendous battlers. What do you think of the teams?
Well, first look, I see at OOKAA is running its Togekiss, and I think that Youssef is going to Youssef is going to struggle against Togekiss. Mostly because, yes, the only clear answer he has is the Alolan Muck, but Togekiss can pick it up in the 2 shields if OOKAA wants to push it. There's also in my I think the Snorlax is a Shadow Snorlax. I remember looking at it a while ago.
Okay.
So that could also potentially win some games for OOKAA.
The thing is, like, I think the Escavalier looks really strong on Yusuf's team.
Yeah.
Really, the only clear answer is Tokius, and it has like pretty neutral matchups or favorable matchups across the board. It has favorable matchup against Cresselia, Alolan Muck, and Snorlax, and it's like pretty close with Swampert and Gyarados.
Yeah.
And then the Tokius is strong for sure. There's not really any clear answers, especially with 2 shields, but like there's also not, like, besides the Escavalier, there's not really that many clear targets as well.
Yeah, exactly.
To be able to utilize it. So we'll see how she's going to be able to utilize it, or how it's going to be able to look to counter it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a potential Gyarados save swap if it has Waterfall. Let's see how it works out.
Okay, interesting Waterfall variant. Yeah, that would make sense. You're going to lead Swampert into Grand Ball. We're going to see if it's Charm or
Snarl.
Or Snarl.
All right.
It is Charm. And interesting rocking.
Oh, he's playing the double Charm.
Oh, he's playing double Charm. Okay. Yes, he is. Yeah, with the Escav.
Yeah, that is actually pretty strong. And the Swampert is going to beat it to the move. So now he has to decide whether to shield or let the Granbull go.
Let's see. Let's see if probably going to commit to the Charm down.
Yeah.
Let's see if this Swampert's going to be able to get. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Should be able to make it to another move if she decides. Okay, she's going to let it go.
Yeah, which I think is okay. You can get a little bit of extra energy on whatever is at the back. Maybe energy on Cresselia is going to be huge.
Man, that's a lot of charm damage, though. I think I would have. She's walking the
Waterfall Gyarados.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, I think with the shield advantage, Waterfall Gyarados is going to do pretty well against Clefable if he brings in Clefable. Escavalier was his, and then if Escavalier is going to finish off the game, it's going to be pretty close. So let's see how this happens. No Charm does not sneak in. That's always good.
And these Aquatails are definitely going to hurt Clefable, right? Tips it a little bit. Okay. Oh, she chooses not to stay in the matchup. Interesting. Maybe she's fearful of the Escavalier, which I think makes sense. We go straight Future Sight, so.
Yeah, not fishing for the debuff as after the after the debuff to the debuff.
Yeah. This shielding decision is going to be really huge here.
Yeah.
Like if she's able to shield the Mega Horn, oh man. Okay.
Oh man, that was counted to perfection.
Going all the way to 99 energy here.
Yeah.
If she shield this is going to be pretty huge.
Yeah.
Because this next huge site's really going to put a lot of shield pressure on.
And if the Escavalier does not shield, it's gonna take it out. So I think at this point, OK Haha can definitely commits another shield and then decide to play out the Clefable matchup again.
Yeah, I think this shield. Oh shit, this is a huge shield. But
Yeah.
let's see what's gonna happen here.
Is there an opportunity for a sack? Oh man!
Ooh,
Oh,
really
nice
beautifully,
counting.
really beautifully counted there.
Oh,
That was basically the perfect count there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, that is okay.
Yeah, this Clefable's in all sorts of trouble right now.
It has to throw a move if it wants to survive.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this Cresselia is not the best. No, it's not. Some people refer to Cresselia as. There's a reason why people refer to Cresselia as the best Pokemon in Ultra League.
Yeah.
It just absolutely dominated there. That was crazy.
And,
that was crazy. That was tremendous. That was tremendous gameplay on OK Haha's side.
What's also interesting to point out is double charmers can work in, let's say, in Ultra Premier. If you put double charmers in the Open Ultra, it might struggle only because of the presence of Cresselia.
Yeah, just the bulk on Cresselia is
just
way too crazy. So we're gonna be curious on how USA's gonna be able to adapt to that.
Exactly. Game 2, fight.
Okay, we're gonna see the same lead. We're gonna see how looks like she might try to deploy the same strategy.
Oh man.
Okay, this time we see the crest in the back, so we might see end up seeing
and we might end up seeing a very long match.
Yeah, exactly. See a potential timeout. Gonna shield the first one. Yeah, makes sense. I wonder if she goes straight for.
Oh man. Okay.
CMP. Oh, she wasn't able to get off that time. So does she shield this time?
I think she has to.
She's gonna shield, and then she's gonna grab the second shield, or they're gonna play the one shield matchup. But I imagine as the Grand Bull, you wouldn't shield here on out, and then potentially grab a shield and then grab an energy advantage with your next Pokemon.
Exactly. That's a bulky Swampert, and luckily enough for OK Haha is that it did not sneak any charms in, or she was doing.
There's actually, man, if this crest comes in and Psycho Cuts down, which is what it's looking to do, is going to be pretty bad. Oh, she's able to get off the Hydro King though, which is actually really huge in the matchup. Because this does a lot more damage than the. Well, it does probably the same amount of damage as the Moonblast, but
but I do expect the Gyarados to come in because of course. Oh wow, okay,
no, yeah.
Well, I was hoping for the crunch threat from the Gyarados.
Yeah, but basically 2 moves almost KOs Gyarados. So I think absorbing the energy here, at least at first, makes a lot of sense. And
Will
then,
we see a debuff? This is going to be interesting. Oh man, everybody's waiting on the debuff.
Yeah. This is the matchup that we've all been waiting for, right? Crest versus Crest, right?
Yeah.
Right? They don't call it having a Moonblast for no reason, right? So. All right. Okay.
Hey, let's grab a cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Oh, nice catch.
Nice catch. But I don't know if that ends up working in favorably though, because the Moonblast does way more damage to Clefable than it does to.
All right. Okay. It could be fun. It could have been funny if the Clefable got debuffed.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, this is going to be super close still, I think.
Okay, she's gonna shield. Okay, and then I think you shield and waterfall down, and then crunch the. Yeah, I think that's the play. You just shield once and then farm down. Yeah, and then you just can you farm down though? Well, at least you build up so that you have a crunch and and I think you have to at least come out with a crunch. But I think she's going for the full farm down.
Yeah, I think you can come out. This
crunch?
Crunch double Aqua Tail. I think both should be okay. and it's a crunch. So this should pretty much seal the deal for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This doesn't quite KO. Oh man. Oh, throw the move. Throw the move.
Throw the move.
Okay, there you go. Okay, all right. Got me a little bit worried.
Oh man, and she wins without using a Togekiss.
Yeah. Really well played by.
Really well played.
Extremely well played and very adaptable on both sides. Like you said, with the farm down, the second cut farm down was the bye double charm. Yeah, that was really great.
Bye double charm.
Like
Bulk.
man, bulk just out beats
Yeah.
charm, right? That's the thing, right? Persona is
Exactly.
just too crazy and really nice recognition that she just needed to grab last shield and then farm down with Gyarados was just I think one of the strategies that really elite battlers do is they envision what their game plan is,
Mhm.
and she clearly understood that once the shield dropped, which the Clefable was very likely to shield, and you just farm down and throw the crunch was beautifully executed there.
Yeah, definitely. That was amazing fishing for win conditions, and that was really expert gameplay. We do have one more game from this, which is the final game.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if Yusuf pulls something out of his hat.
Let's see if he. Okay. Same lead. Okay. These.
Oh man, so he brings in Alolan Muck now, which could be interesting, to be honest. And I think there's a little bit of lag.
Yeah, I can't see. See anything on this in screen right now. Did they ever bring in Alolan Muck, or did he actually just stay in the matchup?
I see a shield. They stay in the matchup.
Okay.
I think they're going to do exactly the same what they did last time around, and then bring Alolan Muck and try to get some energy.
Yeah. I think Yusuf definitely going to look to try to win the switch and then come up with a harder counter, which in the Alolan Muck this time.
Yeah.
Can't let the. There's not really too much you can do to.
Oh man, that is nice.
Oh, did the Grand Bull expend 2 shields?
Yes.
Okay, all right. But the thing is, I'll get a shield back from the crest, right?
It's gonna be pretty close. I mean, why bring crest when you can waterfall down with yeah.
Oh, they switched into okay. That's interesting.
This is a pretty close matchup, to be honest.
But I'm assuming she's gonna switch, right? Because the Clefable switch lock.
But you cannot farm down a Clefable with Snarl, for example. So maybe that's one of the reasons. Oh man.
Yeah, I can't see what's happening, but I imagine no shield on Crest.
Yeah, no shield.
No, she's gonna shield. She's gonna shield Crest. Interesting.
I guess she's gonna Moonblast and try to finish the. Moonblast or Future Sight the Muck and try to finish the game.
It looks like she's gonna Psycho Cut down based off of what we can see.
Yeah.
But imagine the Muck will come in now.
Yeah, and I think ideally the Muck should try to catch a move on the Grand Ball.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, let's see. I think the Muck just needs to come out with a move.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Gyarados is that move. Sorry, I was going to say. But you need to throw 2 Dark Pulses here. You can. Well, yeah, it'd be very difficult to snarl down.
Yeah, I think
it's way too techy.
Yeah, and I think having a Dark Pulse is not enough to KO the Gyarados from what I see on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So it has to sludge. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, did he try to throw a move there?
Yeah, I think he tried to sack, but.
Is this Dark Pulse gonna be enough?
Don't think so. It will be close, but oh man, he gets an Aqua Tail. Oh no!
The Aqua Tail didn't go off.
Oh, this is gonna be clutch.
Oh, she overtapped on the Aqua Tail.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be clutch. Will this KO? No. Oh man.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. GG's. He pulls off a win. That's very well played.
Very nice adapting to the third game.
That's really well played by Yusuf.
Yeah,
GG's.
Okay, Haas saying in the chat she loves to overtap.
She loves to overtap. Don't we all?
Yeah.
Especially when that's our only win condition. Let's not overtap.
She is definitely over the top, right? So overtapping kind of fitting.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Moving to the panel, what were your thoughts besides the fact that OOKA just gained the art of all the anti charmers with this win?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a big fan of the degenerate lineups, the double charm. I'm glad it was brought all 3 times, but I'm sure Chad is happy that it did not win. That's for sure.
I think this, as Kieng said, shows how strong Cresselia is, and also why probably both players went for it as their legendary pick, because I feel like the other legendaries have substitutes, but Cresselia is really just Cresselia, and I prefer the move Moonblast Future Sight over Grassnot's Moonblast for the Charizard matchup and Venusaur matchups. But yeah. Though okay, haha, I did made a video about the overtap, so you clearly didn't watch it. So you have to go and watch it now. So you might win game 3 next time.
Thanks for the promotion towards our channel, Kevin, by the way. And you, Enough, what were your thoughts?
I was muted. So you look at these two teams and like it makes sense that Double Charm was brought all 3 games from like a preliminary look, because okay, haha, she doesn't have any like immediately charm counters on her team. Like there's no Charizard. Obviously she picked Cresselia over Registeel, and Muck even has a very tenuous matchup at best against charm users. But when you factor in the fact that Cresselia is just a behemoth in Ultra League, and that she had the Waterfall Gyarados rather than the Dragon Breath one, she's so much better comped against that than you might think when you initially look at it. And yeah, I also need to give her a shout out for the proper moveset on Cresselia, and in my opinion, the proper moveset on Gyarados as well. I think Waterfall is just so good in so many neutral matchups where, like against Nescavalier, for example, where Dragon Breath would be resisted.
Yeah, or against Charmer as well.
Yeah, especially against the fairies. It really factored in here, but really just, you know, clean play against a very predictable opponent that brought the same team every time, but being able to just close it out each time is obviously telling of her power in this league, in this format.
Yeah, and I think you hit it right on the head too, right? Like if you look at her team, let's say Granbull beats every single one of those Pokemon. Sorry, Clefable beats every single one of those Pokemon on the 2-shield, but you don't have 2 shields for every match, right? So if you 2-shield one Charmer, you're not going to be able to 2-shield the next one. And I think that's where that strategy kind of really fell apart here against the bulk of OK Haha's team, right? Like even though, for example, Granbull was able to keep shield advantage versus Swampert at the front, now there's no shields for Clefable in the back.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I also think I was a bit surprised to see a charm lead, because I was thinking Yusef Huru could run like 2 opposing Pokemon and then a Charmer safe swap to do that 2-shield matchup, to line up Pokemon against one another, but it was a charm lead, so that kind of cripples you in shields early on.
That's actually a good point, Kev. I didn't even think about that. It's a smart situation when you do have a Pokemon that wins every 2-shield advantage. You can bring some or a good core, I guess, and really complement that and take over the game with switch advantage afterwards.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised to not see the Shadow Snorlax, because I really thought, looking at Yusef teams, that Shadow Snorlax could have been a very interesting safe swap.
Definitely. Yeah, Shadow Snorlax with an energy advantage puts so much pressure on the opponent. Does so much more damage with body slams than you expect.
Right.
Yeah. it's going to be time for a short break. So first of all, let me thanks Wallaver for joining us this afternoon in Europe, which I'm suppose it's the morning for you in the other side of the Atlantic. So thank you very much for joining us today. It was really a pleasure to have you on board. For those who don't know yet, Wallaver has as well produced a video for a class for a channel on safe swap and team building. So if you wanna check this out as well, you can, because you will learn a lot as well. Don't forget to follow him on stream. He's an amazing team builder, and we are looking forward to continue collaborating with you in the future.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was an absolute blast, and yeah, making that video was a lot of fun too. Hope people take something out of it at the very least. But yeah, thanks for having me today. A lot of great battles so far, but unfortunately, like you said, it's morning here, so it's time to get to work for me.
Cheers, man. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
All right. I guess we are back. All right. Sorry for taking a break, guys. We just had to go, get some tea, use the washrooms. And Hank, can you take a moment to introduce yourself?
Hi. I've been playing Silph PvP since PvP was introduced, and Silph since season 1, so kind of a PvP veteran, I guess. Streamer nowadays, also kind of a casual, but you can come watch GBL.
All right. Okay, so that said, let's get straight down into the Master League. So I will be joining the analyst panel, and Spleen will be jumping over with Kieng to shoutcast.
All right, Master League. So
yes, Master League.
Spleen, what do you think?
Yeah, when I'm seeing at the two teams, really when I'm looking at Barthegamer team, I see Gyarados as a powerful mon, because if he's running Waterfall as a fast move, I don't know if Russia has a strong answer to the Gyarados. So I'm expecting to see Gyarados a lot. I don't know your thoughts about that.
Yeah, the Waterfall is pretty interesting. Obviously, Dragon Breath would be better for the Mirror and for Giratina Origin, right? Would probably be the strongest considerations. But yeah, Waterfall would provide a lot of neutral play, except for against the obviously the Dragon type.
Yeah, and looking at the legendary they chose, it's interesting to see the difference between OO and Giratina. Unfortunately, I don't see a lot of play for the OO against the Russia's team.
Yeah,
Maybe
for sure, for sure. Well, I think pairing it with Togekiss, it might be viable, because Ho-Oh probably has a pretty favorable matchup outside Gyarados and in Giratina Origin. I actually think Giratina Origin is pretty strong pick, depending on the moveset and Gyarados. Obviously, you have to be careful of the Snorlax, which is always going to be a pretty safe swap here, to be honest. On both sides, obviously a little bit less on Rochi's side because of the Machamp, but we'll see. It'd be tough to bring the Machamp as well. So
it's going to be interesting to see the different movesets those mons are running. I mean, Excadrill could run Mud Slap or Mudshot. That can make a difference. Same with Giratina. I used to run it with Dragon Pulse, especially to put some pressure on Snorlax. So I think we'll see.
Yeah, I think Mudshot's probably preferred with these teams, but we'll see what they bring.
So let's jump to the games.
All right, we're gonna see Gyarados versus Snorlax. Obviously, you mentioned the Gyarados. Let's see, it's gonna be Waterfall. It is Dragon Breath.
Yeah, it's Dragon Breath.
So pretty
Gyarados.
neutral matchup right now. I was actually gonna try to catch the move there. Gonna go straight for the superpower, which makes sense, and then switch out. Very efficient way of using the energy. Let's see what they're gonna counter swap is. But we expected the safe switch into Walking Earthquake on the Snorlax. Interesting.
Yeah.
And the Dragon Breath Radiance. This Togekiss is gonna be very strong. I was surprised that let's see how they're gonna shield the Body Slam. Interesting.
Yeah, he probably wants to farm a lot of energy on the Togekiss.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I do expect. I didn't see what's Barthegamer's third Pokemon? Oh, it is the Ho-Oh. So I think. Oh man, it's gonna be able to farm a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
It is going to be able to farm a lot. Gonna go for the Ancient Power. Ancient Power is a pretty weak move, to be honest. So can definitely tank the second one, but I expect a full farm down from this Ho-Oh, which is actually going to be pretty dangerous for it, because even though the Gyarados has a type advantage, it's not going to appreciate the Brave Bird at all. I don't expect a shield here, because okay, he's going to shield. Okay, interesting.
Oh, double shield. Interesting, exactly.
It is double super effective, but it is a kind of weak move. But going to be able to go to 100 energy, over 100 energy, and then it's going to be this is going to be pretty interesting here. It is a waterfall.
It's a waterfall Gyarados, yes. Is going to shield the Brave Bird.
I'm gonna switch. Oh man, this is gonna be pretty interesting. This is gonna be a close game there.
Yeah, he goes for the Aqua Tail here.
Yeah, makes sense. Has stab, slightly more energy efficient move. If you only get to one, then obviously
Crunch is better. Yeah,
Ho-Oh also wins CMP versus the Gyarados. And then the Brave Bird does like 70% to Gyarados. So we're gonna see gonna need some chip damage. Let's see how they're gonna play this out.
Now Russia is trying to farm down. He farms down.
He wants the energy here. Gonna throw the Body Slam here. I liked going for the additional licks before throwing, rather than just giving the free Incinerate, and then wants to put into Aqua Tail range. Oh, okay, not gonna switch. Interesting, because the Body Slam wouldn't have done anything for. Well, I guess it would have potentially. It will survive this. But let's see how much energy this Ho-Oh can generate afterwards. Okay, a little bit of lag here.
Yeah, this is a race to the one that.
Oh my gosh! I think staying in on Rocha's side ended up costing him the match.
Yeah, probably.
I think that the safer play was just to switch out there, but end up getting farmed down, giving that Ho-Oh some additional energy, end up being very costly.
Very close first game here, but Barthegamer pull out the first win.
Yeah, very nice. I like the drawing it out and then farming it down. Okay, pretty interesting. Yeah, pretty interesting matchup here. Timing on throwing these moves is absolutely everything in this matchup.
Yeah.
You definitely cannot give away a free Incinerate. So I think you take this regardless as a Snorlax. Very unlikely that they're gonna break. Oh, okay, they're gonna shield. Okay.
Oh, he shields the Earthquake.
Okay, good timing.
And now it's going to be time for a Body Slam spam.
Yeah, I don't think he'll throw right away because it's a little bit too risky. Let's see if he does. No, it's too risky to throw right away. Oh my gosh!
Nice.
Oh my gosh! He just.
Yeah.
It could have easily been a Brave Bird though.
Catch.
Wow, that was first off incredible read that it was going to be. What the heck? And as well, slightly risky because he did bring in the Dragon Breath Gyarados the first time. So anticipating that there wasn't going to be. Wow, that was absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
that was incredible. Catch. It could have easily been a Brave Bird and left. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's really reading your opponent very well, especially since Barthegamer has a Snorlax, could have easily through the. Oh man, okay. This is gonna put it very low. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he's not able to get off the.
Oh.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
that is extremely costly on Rocha's side.
That might cost the game. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and not gonna. Well, interesting. Did he not even throw an Aqua Tail on that Gyarados at all?
Yeah, and he's going directly for the power-up punch.
Or that superpower, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, superpower. And now
no
the
shield.
Body Slam, no shield.
Doesn't KO. Oh man. Okay. Ooh, okay. These charms are gonna add up. We're gonna see how they're gonna play this. Man, 2 shields left still though, and there's a Togekiss in the back, right? So gonna have to shield this, and then the farm. The Brave Bird here makes a lot of sense, right? Less farm, and then the opposing Togekiss can just like almost one shield and farm down. It's gonna be close here.
Yeah, very close.
Very nice. I like how Rocha doesn't throw right away. And just chances on, like, instead of for sure giving a free charm, just try to get the additional move before throwing, especially since nothing will one shot. Gonna get to the second one here.
Yeah.
And then switch maybe. Unless you. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he tried to catch the ancient power on the Snorlax.
Yeah, but the farm down made a lot of sense. So I think, like, man, this might be costly staying in a little bit too long in the matchup. This flamethrower will definitely KO. I think a Barthegamer has this match. No, it doesn't KO, but this Togekiss is too low, right? Oh, yeah. Well, I think he'll end up getting looked down anyways. Wow.
Yeah. Man,
not throwing that Aqua Tail and losing all that energy ended up being very costly for.
Exactly. Despite the amazing earthquake catch on the Gyarados.
Yeah, exactly. Just banking a little bit too much that it was going to survive the body slam was really tough. So really well played on both sides. Some tremendous gameplay there.
And the last game.
Okay. Waterfall versus can be very deceiving with this. This waterfall damage is definitely very. Oh, okay, interesting. Gonna switch. Gonna be met by. Okay. Interesting.
I think Rocha here decided to try to bait out the OO, maybe to protect his Togekiss.
Yeah, that's true. It's at 100. Let's see how he's going to play this. Yeah, no shield. I like this no shield because it's very unlikely that they throw the Brave Bird right away, right? So you're going to be able to put shield pressure onto this Ho-Oh. Let's see if they're going to... Yeah, I had to throw right away, which makes sense. Let's see. There's no way they can he incinerate down? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see there. It'll be close. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he has to throw.
But now this Ho is kind of a sitting duck.
Yeah, it's energy dry and immediate switch to impede the farm down. And Bart decided to shield and counter swap with Rocha bringing the Togekiss to play the mirror.
Yeah, and then try to farm down and come out with a move. Makes a lot of sense. I don't think you can charm down before. We'll see. They're going to count, so it'll be. Yeah, I think he'll be able to KO beforehand.
Yeah, definitely. It's reaching it, and he has a move ready right now.
Yeah, let's see what they do. This Ho-Oh decision is going to be pretty important.
It's coming with Snorlax.
Flamethrower will do some really nice chip damage here.
But let's see how aggressive this Snorlax will be. But up a shield, Rocha's looking okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
Charm down though.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
And then you really have to kind of switch here. Switch. Okay, or throw the move, then switch. Yeah, and this is looking pretty favorable for Rocha right now.
Yeah, exactly.
His Ancient Power will do almost no damage, but we'll put it closer to putting in Aqua Tail range. And then the Gyarados, the Gyarados this time will definitely survive a Body Slam, so should be no problem for Rocha at this point in time.
Yeah, I think this game is in the pocket for Rocha.
Yeah, it's good to
now throwing the Aqua Tail to win this game, but still 1 point that goes for the Dancing Pineapples.
Yeah, tremendous Master League gameplay on both sides. Barthegamer played Ho-Oh quite well, and really nice catches and reads on Rocha's side.
Yeah, and even it's worse as well saying about Rocha that he really do well against the Incinerate to impede charge fast move going through.
Yeah, exactly. And huge. I think it was a really good learning experience for everyone in chat to see the discipline on Rocha's side, not to try to give away free fast moves, like always committing not to throw right away, and not to throw right away when you don't have to, and throwing the additional fast move is really critical. So really great gameplay on both sides.
All right.
Yep.
Yep, that was a great bunch of games. When I saw this lineup initially, I did kind of figure out there was not a lot of play for Metagross in Rocha's side, and truly he didn't really bring Metagross. Any other ways you guys would have decided to play this game? Anything specific you guys want to point out?
I think.
Go ahead, Hank.
It was Henhoff. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I think this really showcased Incinerate in a way that we haven't really seen unless you're, experienced playing with Ho-Oh or trying some of the, what I would say, less viable Pokemon in Great or Ultra. And it really can be so punishing. Obviously, the discipline on not letting free Incinerates through, because that's such a game flipping kind of situation. The other thing, so I'm very happy that we got to see Ho-Oh play, because it's a very interesting Pokemon and it definitely has a ton of play, and is very strong in Master League. I really wish we would have seen an Excadrill, just because I don't have one built yet for Masters, and I'm curious how good it actually is. But obviously, it didn't necessarily have the targets in this lineup, so it makes sense why it's not here, but I would have liked to see one.
Kevin loves his Excadrill. He can give us a little bit more insight.
Yeah, I used to play Excadrill a lot in Premier League, but that was before it got mud shots, so I was also curious to see how it performed.
Yeah, but definitely agree.
Yeah,
haven't been able to study yet how good it is actually with the mud shot, so that would have been nice. But something I'd like to point out here was that we really also saw the downside of Incinerate here clearly as well. It's really predictable, as we saw from that sack swap. You can see the charge move coming from a mile away, and there's really nothing the Incinerate player can do about it.
All right.
Once you're at close to 100 energy, you have to throw.
Yeah, fair enough. And I hope Inadequate is not in the chat, because he loves his Incinerate chandelier.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the things that I actually, as Enough said, I would have loved to see is some more Excadrill plays, but unfortunately we couldn't. That said, now let's try to get into the next game, which is going to be the field. All right, back to field again. So we have the scores that are pretty much even. And we need, this is the most hyped match you can ever ask for. It is two Aussies, it's PvP Steve versus Fish on a Heater. They actually looked at the numbers of the probability that this could happen, and they were like, why? So let's get a little bit into their teams. My first thought is that I see a Zapdos on there. Zapdos is a pretty spicy pick. I think that it's going to have pretty neutral or very good matchups against most of Steve's team, and I would like to see how Fish plays Zapdos. What are your thoughts, Henk?
Yeah, well, definitely five out of 6, but then the 6th one is a hard counter, so
Yeah.
we could see some pretty rock paper scissors matches here where you're fighting for the switch advantage if they choose to bring those Pokemon.
Yeah, I also think Vigoroth usually is a really great safe swap, but against Drifloon teams, it might be better as a lead, so you can swap out and not lock it in your switch timer. That being said, I think Vigoroth is a great lead because it can beat everything in the 2 shields except for Drifloon. Even Zapdos will go down to the body slams eventually.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any last thoughts, Enhoff, before we jump into the game?
I mean, lots of what everyone else has said. The Zapdos is really going to be interesting if it comes out. But I really don't want to hold us up. I want to see this battle for the land down under.
Exactly. Let's go.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts, Kieng, on the two teams? I see a triple flyer team for Fish on a Heater, and that could be interesting. And as the analyst already said, Vigoroth looks strong in Steve's team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I think that Zapdos could be a tremendous closer. You just got to figure out a reasonable way of baiting out the Unova Stunfisk, because if it gets paired with Unova Stunfisk, then that's basically game over. Yeah, then Vigoroth looks really strong. Obviously, he has to be careful of the Drifblim. And is there enough to scare away the Drifblim? We'll see. I think Fish could definitely play a double flyer strat. If there's like Ferrothorn, Drifblim, and Zapdos, and if you don't catch then if you don't catch the Stunfisk, then you go Drifblim, and you're very likely to try to force a shield or put a lot of pressure or debuff it a lot, then farm down with Ferrothorn, and then Ferrothorn will put some shield pressure on whatever comes in. If it's a Vigoroth, like as we've seen in some of the earlier matches, like 2 Power Whips almost KO a Vigoroth on full. So I think there's a lot of really great strategy that could be deployed. But Steve is a really tough competitor. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, let's jump to the battles. And we have Vigoroth.
Oh my gosh, that is
into a Drifblim.
That is a nightmare scenario. So
exactly.
Actually, gonna go straight into very interesting. Oh man, there's 2 counters to this thing. This is very bad. These mud and it's rocking the Thundershock variant, right? Looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I think Fish on a Heater tried to catch the discharge on the Ferrothorn as well.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is not looking too hot for Steve right now.
Yeah, it looks like a perfect team reading by Fish on a Heater.
Yeah. This Mantine could have some play at the end, but it's gonna be pretty tough. Oh my gosh, that Power Whip did a lot of damage. Oh man, it's actually kind of worse that it survived, because there's definitely no way of
no shield, but it's less opportunity for a farm down, I assume. On the
Vigoroth's energy, you want to store a body slam for sure, but this is going to be it'll be pretty interesting to see how they play it. Having a body slam would have been really nice for the Vigoroth for later, because they're obviously going to. Well, I don't know if they switch.
No shield. And probably coming back with the Drifblim.
Yeah, for sure. And then the immediate swap. Or going to take the Icy Wind. I like this play, taking the Icy Wind, because you're going to switch, and as well you survive it. And storing the body slam for later is always really nice. Okay. Yep. Take it, and then you
Yeah,
can't really
I'm
switch.
switching to-
You can't really switch Swampert into it, right? So we're gonna see here. Gonna bubble beam.
I think that's the play here.
Oh my gosh! No shield. Are
No
you kidding me?
shield.
Are you
Oh.
kidding me? Wow! With
What
two
a
shields
read.
up. Wow.
That's
Wow. Are you
amazing
kidding
read.
me? That is crazy. That is a crazy call.
Oh, and this shadow ball hurts.
Especially since you have a
Oh.
Swampert in the back. Wow.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh,
And
man.
now Fish on the Eater is going for the icy wind and grabbing
man.
grabbing a shield.
Let's see if he.
Is he going to shield the
Oh
ice
my
beam?
gosh.
Oh yes, a good call here.
Man, he is reading.
That's, yeah, it looks like he's above Steve's phone and calling all his moves.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. He's taking PvP Steve right now and putting him in his pouch right now. Just
Yeah.
saying I'm the dominant Aussie right now because this is
And he's going to shield this this body slam, and it's going. He could have farmed a bit more, I think, here
Mhm,
because
for sure,
he
for
was
sure.
like two counters away, but still, I think maybe he forgot the counts, or
yeah, these Hydro Cans still hurt, right? So this game's over.
yeah, this game is over. It was a really nice read on Fish on the Eater side and calling the right shields, the right baits. That was an amazing performance.
Yeah, incredible, maintaining the lead and just showing absolute dominance there. We'll see how these two will adapt. Obviously, that was a very difficult lead to come back from. And Steve, in my opinion, made all the moves that I would have made, right? Like baiting with two
Yeah.
shields, taking the icy wind, saving a move on Vigorov, like just made all the right plays. Just was just read a little bit too well and ended up losing the lead.
It was maybe quite impossible to come out from such a lead.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going to happen
Yeah.
with the. Okay, all right.
And
so this
we
is
see finally the Zapdos.
yeah.
Yeah.
They get
Let's
to
see
the
how
move
they
at the
are.
same time on the first one. Oh, okay. Weird. Was there some? That was weird. Or maybe they didn't throw on purpose.
So Fish is going to shield. No, that was I think that was a CMP.
But the Zapdos wouldn't CMP versus Vigorov, so that was weird. I think it was
Yeah.
like half a turn delayed. I think they're resynced now, so it doesn't. They're probably gonna both shield the first time anyway. So. Oh, very nice catch. That is kind of risky though. But wants to bait out the Stunfisk, probably. Let's see here.
Probably exactly. And that was a very nice catch.
But not
And
actually going to go into the Stunfisk. That makes sense. Going to Mantine here.
to Mantine.
Ain't gonna go. Okay, yeah.
Is going to go for the icy wind.
I don't think there's a way Steve shields this. Yeah, it makes sense. This ice beam's still going to do a lot of damage, so we're going to see whether or not Fish is going to be able to shield it or not. I can't imagine you would shield because you still have a Zapdos, right? So
yeah.
I imagine you go ball here, and then going to put a really tough decision on Steve's side. Not going to shield.
The shadow ball makes sense here.
Yeah.
Oh,
throw the bubble beam. No. Oh man. I think you counter down. You got to counter down. Yeah, you got to counter down.
Yes.
This is bad.
Oh, that was unfortunate for Steve.
This is very bad. Oh man. Oh, okay. Nice catch.
Oh.
The thing is, like, there's still some play here because I think the Zapdos has to stay in bank a move. They stays in bank a move, it wins. Yeah, this game's over. Oh man, beautiful play here.
Yeah,
this is absolutely beautiful.
Very nice play.
Yeah, because PvP Steve had a chance there if they didn't bank a move. Wow. There's still some desync in the clock, and these Pokemon are very spammy, so there's still a chance to save this Stunfisk.
You basically have to save the Stunfisk at all costs.
Yeah, exactly, and try to throw as much charge moves as possible.
There's
to
like
run
10
the clock.
seconds. There's 10 seconds difference in the clock. So, oh man, you have to throw. Oh man, there's just okay. I think it's possible here if this is CMP. Oh, not gonna shield. Okay.
Oh, he lets
Okay, he's gonna go. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's gonna go for the full farm. Okay, this makes sense too. I just don't know if you can farm down in time. I think this Ferrothorn can take more than 6 counters.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
It's definitely worth playing it out. Oh, cannot. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
That's going to be interesting.
This is game then. Wow. Very nice job by PP Steve.
Yeah.
Wow. Both these.
So
this is a tremendous battle right here.
Ooh, yeah,
wow.
exactly.
Finding the win condition here. Okay. Good. Throw the. Not giving the free fast move too. Very nice. This Zapdos is so squishy though. So this is definitely game. Very nice job.
Very nice from Steve. Very nice.
Wow. Very nice gameplay.
It's a
very
huge,
nice.
Yeah, very nice. So
Fish played it really well on both sides. Actually, end up not be able to throw that bubble beam too. Wow, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, we really thought that he lost the game by not throwing the bubble beam, but he succeeded to came back. That was
exactly.
huge.
When you have vigor off and energy, you can win a lot of games. So really nice play.
And I really think that we can say that now the All-Star is. We know what it's an all-star tournament. Definitely, we have seen so many beautiful plays and amazing.
Absolutely. All right, these two Darkanauts are gonna go to game 3 now, right? So I'm looking forward
game
to game
3 to see who is going to be the Aussie champion. And we have
pretty interesting matchup here. Swampert does outpace Vigoroth to the second one. So Steve saying discipline, getting the extra counter through, that's pretty huge. But I believe that Swampert wins CMP versus Vigoroth. So anyways, so I'm not obviously getting additional counter damage is nice.
Yeah. Shielding.
Oh, they got the extra
and through. Yeah. Despite throwing at the right time. Shield comes in a fish side.
So Vigoroth can live this, and so can Swampert live the body slam. So we're gonna be curious on how they're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Ooh, try to catch on Zapdos. Interesting. I think is Fish walking double flyers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Unfortunate.
Whoa. Okay. What? Why throw the body slam here? You have Thundershock. I'm curious why they didn't save the move. Okay, gonna farm down.
Oh, yeah, with the Stunfisk.
Yeah, imagine you go for the full farm down. If you can.
This drill pack is not going to do a lot as we can see.
The Thundershocks do nothing in as well. It's a Thundershock variant on the Stunfisk. It's very risky to say swap into Zapdos, but especially since you know.
But maybe he was trying to bait out the Stunfisk.
Okay, he doesn't want to take another one. Okay, makes sense. But I think ultimately taking another one would have been better. Let's see if they reveal the third or not. But up a shield, so.
No, he's coming back with the Swampert.
Two Mud Bombs should KO this Swampert, but I'm not sure they'll make it in time. Ooh, okay. Might get Bullet Seed down here, though.
Yeah.
This is where saving the energy would have been nicer. Because then didn't go for the farm down. And
now he will have a loaded Ferrothorn.
Yeah, but I think you just go Stunfisk here. Force it to throw.
Yeah, sounds like the right play indeed. It's like
nope, gonna go Wiggly. Okay, makes sense too. Oh man, This Wiggly could easily finish the. Okay, interesting. Not going to shield this.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It does a bit the same damage as the. Gonna have to shield. Maybe don't shield this at all. Maybe don't shield this. That's interesting. That'd be interesting. I'm not really sure what they're.
He's shielding finally.
Okay, yeah. Gonna be able to charm down. Okay, a little bit of lag there. Oh, okay, he's gonna be forced to throw here. Yeah, this Wiggly can just farm down everything. Very nice.
And he can come down with the Wigglytuff and charm down.
Okay. Yeah. Very close though. Really close game.
Very close. Wow, very nice play by both opponents into this game.
Really nice shots on both sides. So
it was really interesting.
The safe swap into Zapdos was pretty interesting, especially since Steve had brought. Did he bring Stunfisk in both previous matches?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think he wanted to maybe to bait out the Stunfisk, or maybe baiting that Steve will not bring the Stunfisk for the last game. I don't know here.
Yeah, and then Zapdos also obviously it takes the body slam less well than Swampert, but maybe wanted the Swampert for. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but really well played on both sides. So great job. And so we're going to turn over to the analysts.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a pretty intense game.
For sure.
And we saw Zapdos in action. It was good in the game one, and then pretty much dropped off, I guess.
Yeah, I think when you see, the Stunfisk every game, Zapdos becomes less and less valuable.
Yeah.
I think in the third game, Fish almost played out what his strategy might have been with swapping in the Zapdos, is getting the Vigoroth as low as possible and then enabling Ferrothorn to kind of run through. It just didn't have enough health to take down Wigglytuff despite resisting it.
Yeah. Ferrothorn is not as let's say bulky in the Great League, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. This was also interesting in the first two games, at least. So everyone on the Pineapple Dancing Pineapples brought both Driftbloom and Ferrothorn as a core, and we saw Fish use that in both of the first two games. And obviously in the first game, it completely dominated both the lead and the switch, getting Driftbloom in versus the Vigoroth, and then Ferrothorn in versus the Unova Stunfisk. That first game was just, textbook for Fish on a heater.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of members in the chat did say that the cost to the Zapdos in game 3 cost them the game. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, definitely. I mean, you see, the Stunfisk every game. You really can't pivot to it. Like, again, I see what he was trying to do, potentially, of recognizing the power that he needed of both Swampert and Ferrothorn in the back, but it just didn't pay off.
Yeah, exactly. Hank, do you think you would have played it any different?
Third game, I don't know. It is difficult. 'Cause it's I don't actually recall that well how the Swampert Vigoroth lead goes in the two shields.
Yeah.
Can you
Swampert.
Yeah. But can you flip it with sneaks?
Yeah, I think
that's what I would be worried about.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have the cojones to swap in the Zapdos. It's too risky.
Should win.
Yeah, fair enough. But I do think that having if keeping Zapdos at the end without no shields would have won him the game. In the essence that he could still have lined up his Ferrothorn against Ufisk or Wigglytuff in the sense that, okay, 2 shields down, you have a Vigoroth, you farm it down, and then you just sweep with your Ferrothorn. In best case scenario, if you don't swap in your Zapdos. But yeah, it was pretty close, and I think Fish stuck to his strategy of trying to bait out the G-Fisk but unfortunately, Steve having the Charmer at the end really dampened that, dampened Fish's party.
Yeah, I got a lot of Sunrise feelings in this, this game.
Yeah, for sure.
It really reminded me of the meta.
Something that Sunrise brings to my mind that I would like to point out here is Fish made like a small mistake in game 1 that gave like a window of opportunity that should not be there by throwing that Icy Wind almost immediately on the Vigoroth that came in, letting Steve swap out against and now the Drifblim had no energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to farm as much
you
as
always
possible.
want to charge the Drifblim up because the Vigoroth doesn't do anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Icy Wind isn't, I mean, 0 damage, debuffed is still 0 damage.
yeah, basically. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Charging up to a double lets you have like that insurance against another swap, because then you can just throw the Icy Wind on the next Pokemon as well.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
It makes perfect sense. All right, let's get to the next field game and see what's up. So it's going to be Nopfon versus Burnibus. If you're still in the chat, Nopfon, I still dig your pose. Stick to it. All right, Kevin, what are your initial thoughts on the teams?
I think Burnibus has the edge on the team, I think, and he's kind of lucky to bring Wigglytuff when there's 2 opposing fighters, even though Vigoroth isn't really weak to Charm, it will still go down. But I like Vigoroth here more as a fighter because it can still do some pretty hefty damage to the Wigglytuff. I see more play for the Vigoroth and the Obstagoon, but as you said in the beginning of the stream, double counter is a valid strategy, and even against flyers, both Obstagoon and Vigoroth have moves to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and a little bit extra tidbit is that if you have a very good Ivy Vigoroth, you can pick up Wigglytuff in the 0 shields going straight body slam if he doesn't sneak anything in.
Yeah.
Anything else, Henk or Enhoff?
I think it would be interesting to see a Charizard from Burnibus here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one has a bit more play than Nopfons just because Burnibus has the Mantine on it. It doesn't really, suffer greatly against any of Nopfons Pokemon, straight up. Obviously it loses a couple of those matchups, but it might be nice to just have as a safe swap kind of catch them off guard, because we've seen a lot of the same matchups throughout this. Again, that's from any condensed meta and very similar lines throughout each of the teams, but a Zord might kind of throw a wrench into the strategy and planning.
Yeah,
and I'd like to say that I would expect maybe Nopfon to bring Drifblim Say Switch in at least one, maybe multiple games, because there's really no hard answer to it. Mm-hmm. Anything to counter switches is either gonna lose switch depending on baits or just become farm fodder for the next Pokemon, which can totally flip matches.
All right, that's it. Let's go. Let's go over to Kieng and Spleen for the final match. 3-3. Let's see who goes to the next round.
Deciding best of 3. That's what we love to see. I think there's really interesting gameplay on both sides. We'll see what they're going to bring. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with enough analysis that Charizard on Burnibus team has a lot of play, because if you can avoid the Unova Stunfisk, he has some decent matchups against all Nopfon team, and I think that if Burnibus pairs Charizard with Wigglytuff, that could be a great strong core.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and get to the first game. All right, we're gonna see. Oh man. Let's see if it's Thundershock or Mudshot. It is Thundershock.
Yeah, it is Thundershock. So not a good news for Burnibus.
It's very bad.
does. That is gonna do a lot of damage. Okay.
He's going to shield.
Gonna go straight for the bubble beam. Not even gonna go for the ice beam. I don't think you definitely don't shield this. Bubble beam is a very weak move, right? So
No shield and
whoa.
to
Okay.
whoa.
Okay, predicting that there's going to be a Charizard in the back. Was hoping to bait out the Charizard, I presume.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
And now it's going to be a mirror, and who is going to be able to sneak a counter in?
Yeah. It's probably no shield here. Interesting.
And yeah, nice counting. On
there's
the
just no way that
part.
Barnabas can shield here, right? Yeah, there's just no way.
Yeah, no shield.
Would be way too low. Charizard coming in or Manta? I don't know. This is gonna be a pretty interesting read. So I think you go Mantine here because you don't want to reveal your third. But if they read that there's gonna be a Charizard in the back, that would be a crazy read.
So the no shield on the body slam, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Let's see if you go Ferrothorn here. This will be a crazy read. Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is like crazy read.
Yeah, not fun. Expecting definitely that, knowing that his team is weak to kind of to Charizard. So, yeah.
Wow.
And, yeah, that's
a tremendous read.
And yeah, I really don't see how Barnabas can overcome these sounds, even if he still has a shield.
Yeah. To get the Dragon Claw bait.
For the Dragon Claw.
Gonna go for another Dragon Claw. It wants a chip damage on it, but I don't think it makes a huge difference. Just more making not fun sweat. Wow. That is absolutely incredible.
This discharge is going to hurt.
Yeah, for sure. That might be an understatement on how much that hurt. Wow. That's that. Oh my gosh. That's pretty. Man, Barnabas played a pretty risky strategy, leading a Pokemon that's double weak to Stunfisk, and then not having more than answer in the back. In the back, right? Playing this like BAB strategy is not even B. Like Vigoroth is not even. And then not fun switching out of the matchup was not something I expected either, but it ended up working out pretty well.
Yeah, I think that was a very very good read from Nopfon on team of 3 that Barnabas will bring for the first game. So GG's to him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, let's go to this game 2 here.
Yeah, game 2.
Wiggly versus Vigoroth. Okay,
Vigoroth.
So let's in the 0 definitely generally favors Vigoroth. So, but we'll see if this is a very high attack Wiggly. Oh, interesting.
Switch.
Okay.
Okay.
Not fun. It says it's not fun to stay in the lead. Even if you have a slightly favorable lead. Wow, okay.
Going directly for the Thunder, good call on Barnabas.
Yeah, I don't think you make it to another move anyway, so. Man, this Charizard is loaded. This Charizard is absolutely loaded. And that is.
So what's the play here to because you will need to absorb some charge moves here.
Okay, gonna shield this blast. Oh, okay, really? Okay.
Yeah, planning to shield the blast burn. But he will reach another blast burn before.
Yeah, I don't think you shield this, unfortunately. You really can't. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Need to farm up a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice farm. Right before they reach the Dragon Claw. I expect no shield. And then the Vigoroth coming in.
Yeah, true. makes sense as well
Yeah,
to kind of start
potentially
building on energy.
Yeah, yeah. I think you have to switch here though, as not fun, right? Like there's no way you can stay. Yeah, try to get a little bit of energy advantage. Okay, it does have energy advantage on the Vigoroth, right? They're about the same health too, same shields. But this Wigglytuff also has way too much health. Oh
Yeah.
man, okay. I kind of like this play. It's gonna be too much health to counter down. Maybe, let's see.
So not fun shielding the body slam and
there's just too much health on this Wiggly.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's see there though. Get 2 off, but honestly we'll just ice beam the. We'll have to shield one of these, but then we'll just ice beam the Stunfisk and win CMP, and that's gonna be game over.
Doesn't shield the first one as expected.
Yeah, and then shield the second one and let's see. Okay. Good. Yeah, I was okay. I was like,
yeah, it was his 80 thing until the end.
Yeah, and this ice is gonna hurt quite a bit. Yeah, this is game over. Wow, not fun. It's I would stay as the Vigoroth versus Wiggly, but obviously wanted to try to bait something out.
Yeah, exactly.
But ended up being a little bit too costly of a strategy.
So last game we are tied at 1-1.
Ooh, this is
the deciding game. So I really hope the chat is hype here, because we will have the winner of this matchup and the winner of the team matchup as well. So let's see.
The pressure. Oh man.
Yeah.
They obviously don't know. They obviously don't know the results here. Oh man. Okay. Let's see if
a favorable lead for Bernabos. And the insta swap into Charizard here.
Oh, there's no answer to Charizard. Oh, okay. But has Charizard themselves, right? So let's see. Not going to shield this body slam. That's going to do a lot of damage.
It is farming down, and nice counting going to the blast burn. Will he draw a shield from a Bernabus?
Oh man, I honestly thought Bernabus was not going to shield, and that was going to be really bad.
Oh,
could shield this and then get to the second blast burn, but then this Vigoroth will 100% counter down.
Yeah, that's the.
Are you willing to burn both shields? The thing is, if you burn both shields, this Fairthorn has a chance to come out with a Thunder and thunder the Charizard, right? So, oh, okay, interesting.
Okay, coming with the.
Just go straight bulldoze. Makes sense. Oh, gonna shield. Okay, okay.
And not fun is going to shield. That's a
it's actually
good call.
It's gonna be a really interesting game here. You're definitely gonna want to take the. Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Body slam. So yeah.
This is gonna be a really interesting game. Because if this Fairthorn can get like a 1 bullet seed advantage versus Charizard, should be able to land the. Well, actually, no. Yeah, 5 to the Thunder. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Bye bye Charizard. Oh, goes for the Dragon Claw. Goes for the Dragon Claw. Makes sense. Knows that it's not going to make it.
Chip damage. Yeah, exactly.
Really nice there. Does almost nothing, but
it's still something.
Yeah. And this Wigglytuff honestly could charm it down and then throw the Ice Beam. Oh, survives it.
Oh,
it actually ends up being better. No, it doesn't being better because there's no way this. Let's see here.
There no farm down and
no farm down. It's gonna be really interesting here. It's like they need to throw 3 moves here. There's just no way.
Yeah.
There's just no way. I think it's 2 mud bombs and a discharge to
and
KO.
1 discharge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's just no way you get to it in time.
He's almost at Ice Beam, so.
Yeah, it makes sense. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, really, really close game there. Really close game. I honestly thought the Thunder would do a little bit more against Charizard, but very nice win by.
That was an amazing closure of this matchup. and we finally have a winning team, and that's the Squirtle Squad. So any final thoughts on all those games that we have watched?
If this is the round one, I can't wait to watch the rest of the rounds and the semifinals and the finals. I think this is going to be an absolute tremendous tournament, something that you definitely do not want to miss, because yeah, that was those are some absolutely incredible games there. Every best of three came down to like basically one fast move, right? Just slightly better execution, slightly better team comp, right? Like these were all really close matches, so really well played on both sides. So they're asking when the next one is.
The next one, it's tomorrow. We are showing another pair as well, and that's I don't remember which.
It's the Eggs, which is the Nut 93's team going up against Caleb Peng's team, the Primes. It's at 21 hours our GMT +1.
And just maybe a few words to conclude before I leave the floor to the analyst. I really would like to highlight that Silph, this All-Star Invitational Tournament is a tremendous publicity for PvP as an esport and the competitive PvP, and I really hope that it's going to bring more players into competitive PvP, and it's say a good show for the people.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sergio. Also, Felicia, I just saw your thank you. I used to watch you play games on Twitch. I know there was not a lot of you used to just play Silph for about 3 hours or something. I used to watch the entire 3 hours of you playing because it was fun. All right, guys. So, who voted for the Squirtles to win? I think the chat. I think Twitter had a vote that said the Squirtle Squad is going to win, and Ludicolo would lose, which is true. But these were a great set of games. Like all 7 games went down to the wire. There was not a single game which was like, yeah, okay, all right. This set is taken home already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think especially that last matchup was amazing. I mean, we saw at the end that the Ferrothorn versus Charizard, obviously both players played amazing. I think if the Ferrothorn didn't keep throwing bullet seeds and then like they came in with the the Stunfisk and got some Thunder Shocks on the Zard, they could have flipped that. Like it was that close. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, they played it wrong, because obviously you never know in the moment. But that's just the final of an entire day of amazingly close battles and really expert play on both sides.
Yep, exactly. Any finishing thoughts, Kevin or Hank?
Yeah, I think this best of 3 was also a very high level play, and I think if you're playing Vigoroth lead, swapping out without throwing a body slam can hurt you later on. As we saw against the Wigglytuff leads, I think it was better to throw a move on the Wigglytuff, because Vigoroth wins the 0 shield, so you can try to give up switch advantage but take shield with you instead of just swapping out immediately. But nonetheless, both players did amazing, obviously.
Yep. Hank?
Honestly, that was a crazy match. Like it was kind of a roller coaster. See all those swaps from the leads. That was totally not expecting.
Yeah.
And also those reads were kind of crazy.
Yeah, and, game 1 read from Nopfam. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like, definitely brought back memories from when I played against him last autumn, and he read me in a match kind of the same way.
Damn.
Competent player.
Yeah, exactly. Next time we play Nopfam, we just wait for the switch and make sure we get the right switch in there.
Yeah, but I guess in the end, those Charizard ending up against Ferrothorn mattered so much in those games.
Yep. Yeah, that was clutch. I really loved the last, I don't know, 2.5 hours. So so hopefully you guys, all you guys in the chat will join us tomorrow, 9 p.m. That's 9 p.m. Brussels times, which is 9 p.m. GMT +1. So hope to see you guys all here tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks everybody who gifted subs, subbed, and followed us. It means a lot. Thank you.